Hello, I'm Kirill, a UX designer, and I review side projects through one lens. Could this become a business? 5 minutes, my honest opinion. Today, let's look at the Daily Poop. Okay, so first of all, really intriguing name, and you can feel the humor, like that the founder gets the humor. I like it, but let's look at this more objectively. Okay, clarity. Your daily news minus the boring. 25 satirical stories every morning, actual funny. Okay, so this is a very clear value proposition. I would rate it 5 out of 5. Audience, it's almost like self selected. So people who appreciate humor and some actual fun format of the news, but it doesn't say anything anywhere. So I would give it a 4 out of 5 on the audience clarity. Let's look through the page. More from today. It's basically news, but with rephrasing and summarization with some humor element. Keep the episodes coming. Daily poop. Zero boring ones. News that actually makes you laugh. Okay, but it's still the same news, right? So it's not like really focusing on. So it looks like there's politics, there is tech. It's just like framed in a funny way. Okay, so on the product wise, I would give it a 3 out of 5. For the most part, just because it looks like a complete template with like just generic OS slop kind of website. Doesn't doesn't instill trust. Feature wise, I would say it's pretty clear and not overloaded with features, which is great. But this template style website is not good. I would actually give it a 2, to be honest, with all this really bleak font and design challenges. But because besides the website, I would assume that the primary communication method will be newsletter, which basically allows the users, the customers, to use it in their native email client. So I don't see it as a huge difference, the huge problem. So 3 out of 5 would be my verdict for the product. Okay, so next is let's see about the competition. Daily News Digest AI, something like this. Yeah, and I've looked in this area before when I was working on my own side project with news aggregation, and this was for focusing on the positive news, so people are not as depressed. But there is a gazillion of apps and services competing in this space. Uh, Obviously, here is a more bit of a exception because of the funny spin on this. So there is some differentiation, but overall, it's almost like it can be a feature. For example, I used Perplexity recently, and I can also create a daily news digest that it generates, and also very simple, kind of just text. So it's easy to scan. So I'm pretty sure there are tools that you can just summarize, like do the same format, but like use humor, voice, and tone or something like this. So it doesn't seem like a very unique value proposition that cannot be just easily replicated by just being like a feature for an existing news app, especially with all this customization and personalization evolution of products. Yeah, so differentiation, I would give it 3 out of 5. Doesn't have a strong, unique differentiator that cannot be um, competed with. Okay, and last, viability. So viability, like basically how it's is it like pricing. Um, I would give it 2 out of 5, just because I don't see how people would be actually willing to pay for this, and it seems like a very niche. So probably the chances are of getting a lot of audience for these customers would be very slim to kind of monetize the on the newsletter and just kind of ads or something. So 2 out of 5 is my verdict. Overall, 2 out of 5 for the whole idea to make it as a business, and I would suggest to kill it and focus your time on something else. Okay, if you want to go a bit deeper and do competitive landscape or even like walk through a product and think about the next steps and how I would approach this, I have a 30-minute paid sessions link in the description. Okay, that's it for today. Bye.